Who is Elda Pisarović? That's me. Uh, I'm a language teacher from Italian and English languages, studied here at the University of Zagreb, and taught in all the Yugoslav and Croatian schools, as well as in the American School of Zagreb. I was born on Halloween, so I'm a witch, and my second name says itself, Mrs. Pissarro Witch. But I'm a good witch anyhow. You couldn't, of course, decide or to take another one. No, there was just one school book you could use. When the principal and the rest of the colleagues asked me just to change, to decide what kind of books would I like to have, it was something unbelievable to me, you know. Then I asked the advice. I was a young teacher anyhow, and I understood your system, American system. And then the British student said, no, it's not wrong, it's right. And then I understood what's the problem. So since it was the American school, I said, okay, I'm going to change my Z to Z. No, it's not was, it's ways. And so slowly, 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 I turned from the British to the American, and sincerely, I love it, you know. I just love it. So the number of students, as it was limited, you know, it was quite a small school, and we lived like a nice family there, because there were 3 teachers and at the beginning 10 students, including 9 grades. It means that, for instance, I have first and second graders, and sometimes even the third graders, 1 third grader, 2 second graders, and work simultaneously on 3 programs. So we had about 120 square meters now. We had more classrooms and more possibilities, of course. So we had about 20 to 25 students. I think the limit until I was in the school, I left the school in 1975, was about 30 students and 4 teachers. I would like to tell you that the president of your country at that time was Mr. Richard Nixon, and the president of our country, that at that time was Yugoslavia, was Josip Broz Tito. He was known around the world. He was a personality, because at that time Yugoslavia consisted of 6 republics. One of that is Croatia, Slovenia, that's already in the European Union, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Macedonia, and Montenegro. And all of us couldn't understand each other except the Macedonian, because it was similar to Bulgarian, you know, language. And Slovenian, that's a bit different, but all of them spoke, let's say, Serbian or Croatian, because Croatian and Serbian, there is a difference, of course, but we can understand each other very well. Since 1991, all our republics became independent states. So now you live in Croatia, you study in Croatia, with the capital of Zagreb, of course. Once it was Belgrade, you know, while singing, it's much easier to pronounce and to study the language. when I discovered with the first graders French, German, Czechoslovakian, anyhow from the whole world, their parents were here on business, like the engineers working here, and of course the children of diplomats. They came to the classroom, couldn't say a single word in English nor in Croatian. Well, that was good for them, because after a month or month and a half, we all have to speak English. World of fashion. Well, I know it will sound you strange today, of course, but the young ladies were mad for mini skirts, mini dresses. Then came midi and maxi. Well, I was at my age mad for, let's say, maxi, I would say. But mini, phew, that was something very new and very, very important. Science is, and scientists are probably the most important in our living, in our lives. So we were very lucky to meet the Apollo 11 crew that made the first landing, as you know, in the Sea of Tranquility.
Oh, wow.
In July 1969. We met them while they were on their tour about Europe. They came to the consulate, and at that time the consulate was in Zrinjevac, you know. Now there is, I don't know which consulate, it was the angle of Zrinjevac. And well, for me it was such exciting when we just greeted those men. I think it was Mr. Aldrin. Oh my, I'm giving the hand to the man that was up on the moon. And we, of course, all were watching that on television, you know. That was in the night while watching that landing. We didn't go about shopping centers because there weren't any shopping centers here in Zagreb at the time. So if we wanted to get something special, we went to Trieste or to Austria, Graz, Trieste in Italy, to get some small things. And I think that made us much happier because we appreciated, you know, I don't know, some earrings that I got from somewhere, or I got lovely nice presents from my students that they did and made, you know. I still have one Christmas ball made by one of the students. So, well, the best years of my life, and I would say thank you. That was my story.